Facing the Holocaust, Greater Hartford Stories of Survival. The planned state-sponsored persecution and murder of over 6 million European Jews by the Nazi regime and its collaborators is known as the Holocaust, or in Hebrew as the Shoah. Nazi persecution of Jews in Europe began in 1933 when Adolf Hitler assumed power in Germany. Describing Jews as the source of all evil and racially inferior beings, Hitler set out to cleanse Europe of what he called these parasites.
Der kostbarste Besitz auf dieser Welt aber ist das eigene Volk.
By deporting millions of Jewish men, women, and children from Germany and from all of the occupied and German allied territories in Europe to ghettos, forced labor camps, and eventually to extermination camps where they were murdered in gassing facilities or where they died from appalling living conditions. By the end of World War II, only 1 out of every 3 of the approximately 9 million Jews living throughout Europe before the war survived the Holocaust, some with the help of principled friends and neighbors, some by escaping into the forest of Europe where they joined the partisans, others by fleeing the far reaches of the Soviet Union, and some by simply outlasting the nightmare. Leaving the devastation of their homelands and way of life, a number of these survivors made their way to Hartford, Connecticut, and its outlying suburbs. These are the first-hand stories of survival.
Our aim was to defy Hitler, to do everything we can to live, because when you lived, he wants us to die, and we didn't want to oblige him. This was our way of fighting back. I come from Warsaw. I lived in Warsaw and I was born there. I come from a family. I had 3 brothers, and I was the only girl. My parents lived in Warsaw all their life. They had 4 children, and I guess by the time we really realized what's going to happen, it was too late. We couldn't leave. So we were caught like millions of others. At night, they shelled the heavy artillery, and then in the daytime, they had the bombs flying all over. It was just, Warsaw was very, very destroyed. But somehow we managed, we were hiding in the basement, and a lot of people got killed. I was married in the ghetto. Sounds strange, but a lot of people marry in the ghetto. You'd be surprised, really. His father was in the bakery business. Mm-hmm. So, people used to bring down mink colt, diamond for a loaf of bread. So he had food, and my father felt that I'm going to be well taken care of. When we went to Majdanek, this was just the most terrible. As much as I experienced bad things after, but they put us in cattle cars. And they pushed in I don't know how many people, but they really wanted us to die. My brother died in my arms. My younger brother was... And my husband's 2 sisters. There was not enough oxygen for all those people, and they kept us in those wagons for days. They wanted us to die in the wagons. And in Majdanek, one of my husband's sisters was with me, and she was such a strong girl, a beautiful young woman, maybe 25, 26. And we slept on the same bunk for 5 people. It was just awful. I had to lay next to her because she was dying. And she said, "Helen, please stay next to me, warm me." And she was the last one. She went too. She was so scared. She was old. That's all. She was crying. I should stay with her. So I did. I stayed till she became cold and stiff in my arms. When I was in concentration camp, and even after, I said to myself, after the war, people will learn, they will know, they will see, we will learn. But did we really learn anything? I don't know.